looking at community policing. What is it all about? What are the responsibilities saddled with community policing team? Are there challenges confronting the effective operations of community policing team? What needs to be done in order to effectively curb or put a stop to incessant insecurity situation in our country? And to do justice to that, we've got closely seated to my left, Dr. Paul Isegbo, CEO Wisdom Class. Good morning. Thanks for being part of the program.
Thank you very much.
And also we've got Ambassador Fidelis Onakboma, right activist. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning, dear Thomas.
Okay, straight on, we'll go over to our focus. When we talk about policing, community policing, what basically are we looking at this morning? Let me start with Doctor.
Thank you very much. When we talk about community policing, we are talking about a philosophy that brings a relationship between the community and the police. It's a form of partnership to ensure that the rate of crime is reduced to the barest minimum.
Okay, let me go to Ambassador. Talking about community policing, what are the responsibilities associated with them?
Thank you very much. The ideal of community policing is very important in combating crimes and curtailing criminal activities in our society.
Okay.
And the responsibilities, there are much, but to mention but few, the purpose of community policing is to reduce crime and to establish partnership with the people, the community people, the immediate community people, and the police, to buttress the effort of the police in combating crimes, in the sense that the police cannot actually sustain a crime-free society without the voluntary support of the community they are assigned to work on. Therefore, the responsibilities of these community policing, they will help the police to identify criminals, the people who perpetrate evil and crime activities in the society, because they are the people who lives in the community. They have understanding of the geographical settings of that place, and they also know the people that perpetrate the evil. So their responsibilities is to partner with the police to bring relevant suggestion, bringing out those people and not hiding them, so that the police, who are the law enforcement agents, can easily enforce the law and bring justice to the society. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Paul, in the face of apparently soaring insecurity situation in our country, I do remember that the Nigerian government launched a community policing initiative in Abuja, and they were saddled with a number of responsibility, and money was set aside for them. 13 billion naira, approximately $35 million was set aside for community policing initiative at that time. What efforts have been made since the initiation or the launch of that act or scheme or program? What effort have they made towards curbing incessant crime in our society?
With that amount of money, you and I agree that such an amount of money can go a long way to reduce crime in our society. But the problem we have in this nation is corruption. If that amount is put into its proper use, we will not have the kind of insecurity situation that we have. So you can be rest assured that that fund must have been diverted, because we don't have the impact. We don't have the impact. It's only once I have seen a police advert on television. What did the police do? They got a musician to sing. And what was the musician talking about? He is just saying, when you have a problem, it's police you run to. When you fight your husband in the house, you fight your wife, you run to police. When a thief come and break into your house, you run to police. when this happens, you run to police. They just enumerated the functions of police, but that advert didn't talk about police integrity.
Okay.
Because police cannot tell you we have integrity because they don't have.
That's your opinion.
Yes, you can only say I have integrity if you have. When you obviously don't have integrity, you will lack the moral confidence to declare it. So what I'm trying to say is that such an advert is the only thing that the police have managed to do to launder their image. The police need to do more. They need to do more. For you to effectively involve the community, you must have integrity. Now, it is a problem of trust. Many of us don't trust. We don't believe. For you to report a case to the police, you know that if you report a case, you will pay. If you are reported, you will pay. You know that trust is breached. You can only get people involved when there is no trust. So these are the things that need to be put in place before you can vote in large sums of money. Without these things in place, any amount of money that is voted to curb a problem cannot do anything. These are the challenges that we have.
Okay. Later I will come back to you. Earlier you talked about partnership with the police and also the community, but we've come to see in reality the operations of community policing team, where they are hostile even to members of the community, and the relationship between them and the police, talking about the security agencies, are not fertile. They have this seemingly interactive synergy between themselves. What has been the missing link between communities and community policing team and also the security agency?
Oh, thank you very much. Very striking question. You know, one of the challenge there is attitude.
Okay.
When people were selected from our communities to act as vigilante members or police constabularies or any of these arms of community policing, they have a very bad attitude, which I am suggesting that even 6 months training
won't do any good.
Is not enough to really change the attitude of these Nigerians before they put on those uniforms. How? In a situation where this vigilante will stand on the highway, and when you are passing, they will say, "Oga, bring our own." In fact, they have this attitude that so long they have been empowered and given devices to help the police, you know, they must settle them. There is an attitude problem, and this attitude does not have to do whether they were police or not. This is a Nigerian attitude that the moment they were nominated to act as community police officers, they should spend time to undergo training to remove those mentality from them. That 6 months training itself is not enough.
Okay, will you say that the categories of persons that were picked were not actually looked into, considered before giving such enormous tax? Because we have a number of cases where vigilantes or the constabularies that you just mentioned go to people's houses to harass them, some even killed.
Absolutely.
What actually should be done to put a stop? Are we putting people without character into such a community policing team, or what actually happened?
Obviously that is what is being done, because you see a situation where the vigilante people that have been put in place as part of the community to help the police are ex-criminals. They are ex-criminals. They don't have integrity. That is what I talk about. They don't have integrity because they will